That was a little weird. Alright. I was gonna say kind of apologies for the noise, but it turns out my mic is like kind of ignoring most of it, so which is impressive, quite honestly. Technology. Great when it works. Okay. Yeah. Since it's been open for a while now, I feel like this low quality jerky is even lower quality. Anyway, let's, we got it up, we're running. Get right into it. Hop right into it. Yeah. So this arena is almost done, so we'll knock this out real quick. I want to finish off the basic arena, the basic catalyst arena, nothing like the basic champ arena. Because we still haven't started the basic arena yet. And then the featured is also almost done, so we can finish both these off. At least get the basic arena actually worked on, and then I can finish that all off tomorrow. Because I'll have enough to. Let me finally change my shirt color. I'm usually wearing my sweater, and I'm not wearing it right now, so. And I'm usually, underneath that even, I'm usually wearing like a darker colored or like gray shirt, so this just happens to not be gray. Well, most of the shirts I wear are gray. So this is nighttime shirt though, like I'm doing laundry, so.
Hans 11 donated $11.11. Hazzah.
Right there. Huzzah. What's good, Heinz? Thank you so much, dude. So I threw on nightwear, so this just happens to be like a pajama shirt. I'm in PJs, but it's like a solid t-shirt. It's just nightwear. But the washing machine's going right now, which I thought the mic would pick up more. You really can't hear it. Really, the only sound that seems to be coming through the thingy is when like the zipper is like clicking against the outer wall. So it's not like near as loud as I was thinking it was gonna be. It's loud to me because it's right there, but my mic is just like ignoring most of that sound, which is cool. Right? Like my mic is just completely ignoring it, which is great. Just like it just ignores the computer fan too. Iron Man pajamas? No, they're not Iron Man pajamas. It's like patriot. Well, I don't know. What does it say? It says. Yeah, it's like patriotic. What's up, Heinz? No, it's like patriotic. So the shirt's red. It says Star Spangled Crew, and my shorts are blue with like stars over them. America. Are we facing your alliance, Accelerate? I mean, you'll probably win anyway. It's not like we're a war alliance. Pretty sure we lost our last war pretty handedly. Although I don't think we've completed the map either, if I'm being honest. We had some issues. So chalk it up to it being the first war of the season. I must say though, Hines, that middle path, so much less stressful than what I usually was fighting on path 9. So thank you for switching. Yeah. Well, you definitely do, so thank you. I mean, and you seem to crush the path yourself. You didn't have any deaths, so. And I didn't used to usually have death, but like, last season was rough, man. Like, I died almost every war. Sometimes multiple times a war. And usually I would like, it would used to be like super rare that I'd even die on that path. I don't know what happened between like the new tactic and just the way people move their defenders around and new defenders and stuff. It's rough. It is not a particularly recoil-friendly path. I liked it when I could like use Ghost on the path, because Ghost crushes it. But like half the time, like people would put defenders on there, you can't Ghost, and then it's like, well, there goes that plan. Well, when Ghost works, fantastic. Really great. Whew. But like when there's like Serpent, she can't do Serpent. She also can't do Ma. I had Ma a couple times. Also, like depending on like the specific node they were on too, on occasion. Friggin' Onslaught was like perma banned. Couldn't use him for a lot of the fights. Like I would like use him on that on the second section, so the third and fourth fight crushes those, but he was always banned, so like I couldn't use him. And my Thanos was on D, so I couldn't use him. Also would have been occasionally useful. Not every war, but like there's some wars I definitely would have liked to use him. So he does that third fight really well because he has the immunity. I kind of actually wanted to use him, my Thanos, for the middle path, just for who was on it. This last time, but again, he's on defense, so that wasn't an option. But not a big deal. Crushed it anyway. Although I did butcher the one fight, I almost died. That stupid Node 42. Like, I know what Node 42 is now. The stupid Spider-Woman on it. It's rough. That is a brutal, like, node combo. And it's not even, like, specific to the tactic either. Like, the tactic isn't great, but it is rough. Oh, it's right. I've got extra as well. I'm sitting on 2 right now. One was gonna be like for Okoye, and the other one for Masakre. But I haven't really had a need to do Masakre because I haven't wanted to rank him up. So that's been a non-issue. It's actually pretty likely I'll wind up going ahead and doing it on Okoye. If we get from the Nexus on the compensation, if we can get Carolina, I think we'll just be done with this Titan, and then Okoye. This is the last rotation Okoye's in, so if we stop opening that Titan, we'll just go ahead and give her the gem, so she's awakened, which would be nice. The dupe is so nice for her. It'll help a lot. Obviously, she doesn't need it, but it's really nice. See, I tried Crossbones, and it started out really good, and then I wound up getting all the debuffs. It went unstoppable. Power gained at the wrong time. Special 3, and I died. So if I was using like a indestructible boost, it would have been, probably would have finished it, but oh well. Codevel. Not a big deal. Wasn't like overly concerned with the deaths since we were, you know, just kind of a lost war. They were pretty far ahead of us. But yeah, stealthy. I'll be very happy to get stealthy. Red Skull. What does the Red Skull synergy do? I had the Spider Woman synergy, which I didn't know they had a synergy, and it's a really amazing synergy. Although I don't think I made use of it. It's like, dude, that is a great questing synergy. Like, it's amazing. Immunity to nullify. See, that is very useful. Yeah, that would make that fight way easier. He does, and he hits really hard. He's like a nuke champion. I mean, I've been very tempted to rank up the 6-star before, because like he was so strong, you know, back when rank 3s were kind of like the norm, but I'll 100% give him a rank up, or give him an awakening gem. When I rank him up, I'm not going to show, but he'll probably get ranked up. I do have some other skills that I want to do before him, though. Like, I still need to take up Black Widow, or Black Cat, rather. Who else do I need to take up as a skill? I've got a couple. It also might slightly depend on like metas and stuff. Well, the options were good. I took a new champion. It was either, I think it was Sig's, Awakening, or New. I took the new champion because gotta go with New. Like I've taken like the Awakening before, and like I regret it now because like I did that with Punisher 2099, and I've since pulled him like 2 more times, and I still don't have Hulk. So take note, because you never know when you're gonna get the champions. I don't mind Starkey, but so I took one of the champions I didn't have for the tank. Oh, 100%. Yeah, Starkey can do way more fights than Stealthy can. For sure. But all Starkey has really going for him is damage, which is just so high that he nukes stuff. But Stealthy has a crap ton of utility. Way more than Starkey does. But he's got slow that counters unstoppable. His specifically also counters miss. And all that jazz. The Enervate. I don't know, the Enervate doesn't last long enough though. Enervate's like his worst debuff. Because it lasts like hardly anything. We haven't had one to have one in a while. I think Spider-Gwen has one, Gwenpool has one, Stealthy has one. Those are the only three off the top of my head I can think of that have an Enervate. There's probably more out there. Does she have an Enervate? I don't think she does. Oh, that's good. I need the regen to trigger. Yeah, I think on a special 2 or something like that. Yeah, it's really short though. It's an interesting one. It only stops combat power rate and not like power gain effects and stuff. But depending on the matchup, it's useful. Sweet, we only need to do 2 more. Huzzah! Yes. I love being alive. Being alive. I love being alive. Yeah, in snare, we're talking about Enervate, not ensnare. Enervate's a completely, it's not ability accuracy reduction, it's combat power rate reduction. Or defensive combat power rate to 0, basically. Is it 0 or just minus 100%? I'm actually not sure. Gwenpool has it. Gold has a short one. So there's only a small handful of champs that actually have that effect. No, what his Sig does is it increases his Fury potency. So the higher it is, the more damage he'll deal with his Fury, basically. Well, he has the Fury active. Which his Fury is quite potent, so like the higher Sig will add quite a bit of damage. I'm not sure exactly how it scales. But the higher the better. I'm curious how it scales, actually. Let's pull them up real quick. I believe it goes to like 50%, roughly, give or take, potency increase. Something like that. Let's see. 40%. Okay, so it scales pretty poorly, actually. It's like a really slow. Starts at 10% and goes to 40% potency increase. But that increase is how high a percentage is the? Let's see. The Fury. Where does it say the Fury? His Fury looks to be about 150%. Of his attack. So from base 100% attack to 250% attack, 40% increase on 150. Let's see, 10% would be 15, so 40 is 60%. It'd be a difference of 60% of his base attack. So basically, the dupe with the Fury is basically, like, max Sig with the Fury is the equivalent of basically running recoils. And on an unawakened one. So, that's basically the difference. Not specifically, no, but we do have enough units that if the way they do the relic thing again, I think I got him. I think I maxed out the event for like a little over 4,000. Like it'd be worth doing because like it had good value. So it would be worth maxing it out if it's like exactly the same setup. So I guess that finishes that one. Huzzah. I probably wouldn't. I mean, I'd probably rank 3 of them, but rank 4, I think Crossbones would have to go first. Crossbones is just amazing. Just not critting and just straight ability accuracy reduction is so much value, so. The Starkey Relic. Yeah, the tech ones seem to be good. Hopefully the new mutant and science ones are better, because the ones right now kind of suck. Mutant's actually not terrible. I think the science ones. The compensation one. I might save the compensation 7-star for when it the batch like it changes. Just get a new one. Without BG, we'll hit BGs at some point. But I don't know, the Prowler ones are pretty good, so. But yeah, the mutant ones are kind of meh. The cosmic ones are okay, I guess. The skill ones kind of suck. Same with science. Or no, the skill ones. No, it's basically just the science ones. I think science and cosmic are probably the worst. They just have like physical resistance and armor and stuff. Yeah, we'll have to see what all they do. If they're actually going to be different or just like the different look, basically. That is like a substantial bit, actually. I think I finished at like 221-ish maybe last night. Something like that. Sounds about right. Might be not sure. Crossbow's definitely probably the best option for it. And honestly, the ensnare, not even remotely the reason why that fight sucks. Like, not even close. So, garbage. Stealthy doesn't counter evade, so stealthy wouldn't be very good for it. You need somebody that, like, can deal with the evade, and ideally all the debuffs, but in some fashion. Slow is unstoppable counter, not evade counter. Or no, sorry. Hold on. Yeah, no, hold on. Is it? It's hold on. Yeah, no, sorry. He does have a slow deal. I was thinking it's just unstoppable. Like it was unstoppable and miss, but yeah, slow itself counters evade. The problem, though, I think, is that node also has increased ability accuracy, and slow is a ability accuracy reduction, so she'd still be able to evade. I think. Technically. Maybe. Although she didn't with crossbones, and crossbones caps at 102, so it just kind of depends. I might be mistaken on the node itself. But yeah, no, slow counters evade too. I was like, his counters specifically also miss. That's why I was thinking like unstoppable and miss. But yeah, no, he counters evade as well. And the power stack is annoying as well. That's why crossbones with the synergy for nullify immunity, that's amazing. You double resist, you dick. They've done that with a lot of champions, though. Like, while this ability is active for this, like, the ability itself, or like the debuff itself, doesn't have this effect, but on this champion, they're giving it an extra effect. Like Serpent's true buff thing or whatever, you can't dex while it's active, like with him specifically, because it counters miss and evade, and Cyclops has the same debuff or buff, but you can dex him. Because it doesn't have the same effect. Like Nico, I like she can be a little annoying on defense. Like that, I think is fine. Destroyer hardly ever has like a 4 out of 5 defensive threat. Basically never. Like on occasion in the right scenario, yes. If you're also using not a counter. Or like somebody that's just like exceptionally bad. Like if he's not awakened, he has like 0 defensive value. If he's awakened, then he's like he has some. Like he's only like 4 out of 5 or worse. Like you just go in with like an option that just doesn't work when he's duped. Like Juggernaut. Juggernaut can't do that fight when he's duped. It's really bad. Found that one out the hard way. And that's one of my complaints is why they brought it up. Because those values they've never used before in terms of like the rebalance program talking about it. They're like basically arbitrary. They don't make any sense. And they've basically said they're arbitrary, you know, too. So the fact they tried to use it as a justification, which I would have been totally fine with if they regularly used those ratings as justifications. But this is the first time they've ever tried it, and it makes no sense. Yeah, he's like a 1.5, maybe 2 defender. And then Kate is, yeah, Kate is basically like a 4.5 out of 5, probably. Because her damage is high, but it's also like a little unique. And like, better for long form, longer fights, but you can get decently high damage pretty dang quickly. Like, and any other time they've made, like, tweaks after talking about, like, buffs or whatever in any direction, because even when they did the bullseye, they didn't reference the numbers. They just said, you know, he's performing in X way, and, you know, it's more than we wanted for it. Like, if they had, you know, earlier on, when they had been tweaks to make, up or down, reference the numbers, like, it would have been much more, you know, palatable to take them using it. But again, this is the first time they've ever done it. Use their own rating system, which is a terrible rating system, mind you, as a justification, and it doesn't sit well with anybody. So. Yo, Bounty Beers. What's up, YT? So, but I am happy with. I mean, I'm not happy with the end result because she's still getting nerfed, but I did like their last post on the matter, and that they finally at least addressed it and whatnot. So, but she is still getting nerfed, and that sucks, but, you know, at least they addressed all of the issues and stuff, and acknowledged that they messed up royally bad. But they've got to do better. They just got to do better. I mean, and even like today, they messed up giving out compensation, so they're giving more compensation. Like, it's just, They can't do anything without completely mucking it up. It's like, ugh. For Yelena, I mean, she doesn't get Fury for attack mod, so. And she doesn't counter miss, so that makes sense. That should be decent. Dude, can you, like, trigger that, please? Thank you. Yeah. Well, and KT put out a video of, like, somebody got, like, 17 or something somehow. I don't know. I didn't watch it. It just, like, in the thumbnail, it was like 17 compensations. Like, that's absurd. Like, yeah, I mean, they'd have to do something for that, but. Well, they're not giving it to everyone. They're gonna pull data and like give it to give the one extra to people that didn't get more than one already. Did Abdo say like I said I just saw the thumbnail. I didn't watch the video. Dang, you're ahead of me in prestige now, dude. Well, they would like ban you if you like abused like a bug that got you extra stuff. This is like totally on them that they gave as like compensation. Well, I mean technically it's usually on them anyway, but like a quest that's like not working as intended or whatever. Yeah, a 3 compensation, yeah. But I mean, Titan Nexus, I mean, there's also a good chunk of SIGs, too, but again, like, we're at a point where, like, an extra, like, one of those, like, sets, like, especially on an account that, like, isn't, I don't know, it doesn't affect me at all at this point. Let's see, Sense, Heart of Fire. So, and we spent like 4,000 and a bit, I think, on the relic stuff. So it was like beginning of May ish. So almost 5 months or so worth of grind to get the units. Yeah, also true. I mean, the relic is nice because like 37-star relics they'd all be in your prestige. Rank 4 Sentinel, I would, yeah. He's really good. About 10,000 maybe, yeah. Well, yeah, I guess 55,000 ish. So, yeah, I guess in the last 5 months I've netted about 11. I did get extraordinarily lucky on the the 5 million battle chip opening though, so. Dude, I got a full rank up worth of T7. I got 3 out of all the crystals I opened from those reunions. I got a total of 3 T7B formed. I got 6 halves. So it was solid. So it's our Guardian. Nice. Guardian's amazing. What's up, Capo with Thick? Capzer with it. That works. Yeah, I ended up with 3 T7, so it was quite nice. I didn't get any from the extra 5 crystals or whatever from the newest thing that had all those extra stuff too. For the Twitch, oh, they had those in the Twitch drop. Dang, I ended up missing the live show. I totally forgot about it. I didn't even set an alarm for it because I'd forgotten. I woke up and like, oh yeah. After I looked at some news, I was like, checking out the live stream news and stuff. And I was like, totally forgot that there was a live stream. And I had mentioned it last night too, and then I completely spaced on it. $27 points. Jeez. Oh yeah, I would do that. First time awakening over 6, 100%. Yeah. Like I have like a tab I normally have it going. It looks like they're still rerunning the stream on repeat for the drops and stuff. I didn't even think about that, like after the fact to have checked. Okay, cool, yeah. So I can do that then. Yeah, I can let that run in the background and I should still be able to get the drops. That noise is probably coming through. That is extraordinarily loud. Dude, it's not. Dude, my mic is completely ignoring that, like, super loud sound. Like, it's really loud. Um, yeah, I have a noise suppression filter on. Let's see what happens if I turn that off for a second. That's what I'm hearing right now. It's really loud. But the noise suppression filter in OBS does wonders to just completely ignore that. So you guys don't have to worry about it. It's a really good filter. Like when it whirs up lines for real. Like when it whirs up like to finish its spin, it's really loud. Need the dupe? I'm not actually sure. I think she doesn't particularly need it. I'd have to double check to see. She does? That's a little unfortunate. How badly do you think she, like, a lot of people say, like, a lot of champions need the dupe, and I'm just like, yeah, they're usable without it. So let me have a look-see at what it actually does, and I'll be the judge of that, you know? Where is she at? C, Carolina D. Where's she at? There she is. K. I was thinking C. Let's see. Assume to resist a block, greater self-glancing. Is the glancing important, though? They deal a burst of direct damage. Okay. And iridescence gives her incinerate potency. Honestly, it seems like a nice to have, unless the glancing does something else specific. It seems like more just like it's really helpful, but doesn't actually matter that much. Like she already gets yeah, she already has like a solar shield block like built in. Oh, because that's specific to like being struck by a heavy. So like that doesn't matter. Like ideally, you're not getting hit by heavies anyway, so. That was fantastic. The pulverizing armor ups obviously is nice for fighting someone with armor ups, but yeah, it seems like a nice to have, but it doesn't honestly seem especially necessary. I would still rank her up on Awaken, perfectly honest. The incinerate potency, depending on how much the damage like the incinerates actually are as a percentage of her total damage, that potency could be quite a bit, but as a new Mystic Spidey, yeah, that sounds about right. Accelerate. That sounds about right. Alright, if I get him to... Oh, yeah, especially with 6. We're about to get 7. Wow, we didn't get 7? There, now we're up to 9. Dude, just... Yeah, you're dead. Ram Crash, another post? Yeah, it's end of October, top 30 for AQ. Give me a second, my laundry finished. I'm gonna throw it in the dryer real quick.
Into the dryer.
There is like a... Stuck. It fell. Shove. Shove. Get the laundry sheet, dryer sheet. Huzzah. Who knows, YT? It's hard to say. This arena is now officially done, so... I want to finish off this for the units, and then we'll get the other ones started. And, we still not gotten... No, we totally did, didn't we? Dude, how have we not gotten that one yet? Insane. Anyway. Yeah, I have no idea. No, mom's fine. She just doesn't live here anymore. I live alone. I live here all alone. Rat and Kyra, shut up. Shut up. Stupid rat. Well, it's a mouse, not a rat. But... Not the cockroach anymore. We killed that. Technically, actually, I think it was still alive when I threw it away, but that trash has been taken out, so. Yeah, something like that, probably. With your family looking somewhere. I mean, not impossible. Yeah, the mutant is the only class of Spidey we're missing. So this will be our second Mystic. And it sounds like they're going to be sort of similar. I mean, this one will have traps, but they both are going to have Spider Seal buffs. So we'll see how similar they wind up actually being functionally. Spider-Verse, they're not all Spider champions, though. I think Penny Parker is like Spider-Verse, but she's not like, she's like a robot. I don't really consider her a spider character. Spider-Ham, yeah. Got Spider-Woman. Also feels a little bit different. I don't know. I think Cosmic Spidey could use like a buff. Honestly, he's pretty old and he's pretty outdated. Definitely use a little tweaking. Just a touch. Just just a touch. Yeah, that's what. The robot is sick though. It is. I freaking love the thing. I think he's got like a couple of synergies or something, but like he has the longest lasting like debuff in the game, like 80-second armor break or something stupid. But it's not like super practical to use. You need like a lot of them, which you can stack up, but you can only stack them with heavies, and it's hard to just like heavy, and then be able to do something, you know? It's very different than like Cull, where it's like you do that 3 times, you have a bunch of armor breaks, more potent, and you just have better flat base damage and burst damage, so it's like... I don't know, if the armor breaks were bigger, if you could stack them up or refresh them, I don't know, pause them or something so you can stack up more. Something, you know? My phone's is hot. Yeah, the classic Spidey. I mean, he's decent, definitely better, but I don't know. I actually just pulled him too, so he's now SIG 100. I ran into that one. That was my fault. That one was my fault. See? Full dexed it. I don't know how. Totally an accident. It's like totally random. Done it there. I've done it in AQ a couple times. Really on my path in section 1. Like, not my intention. Bro. Which revokes up, right? I think Nightcrawler can do it, right? Maybe? Or does he still shut Nightcrawlers now? Not sure. I think maybe he does. Well, that's the point. No, the buff makes like undexable. But I think it's different than like photons, like where it shuts the dexterity mastery off, and more it's just like you can't dex it. I think so. Even somebody like Nightcrawler, I think, would get hit. I'm pretty sure. I'd have to double check that. Ooh. Alright, this finishes up this arena. So that means the 4-star and the feature are done. The basic hasn't been started though, so I kind of need to at least get it started and then I can finish it tomorrow. Okay, so it does just shut off the mastery then. Okay. I wasn't sure if it worked the same way as like Photon did or not. That seems weird though, because I'm pretty sure Silk can dex Photon, but she can't dex Serpent. I don't think. She can? I didn't think she could. I've never tried her for it though. So. Well, Spiral, she can dex even with an up, with the if she has her dancing blades, allows her to dex. Well, dodge, yeah, dodge. You accomplish the same thing. Dodge it, dex it, whatever. We say dex when we mean dodge. It means you don't get hit by it. Nightcrawler's pretty dope, but he does need the save. And mine's unawakened, so. Honestly, I'm thinking of just, since they're adding so many champions to the base pool, in December, I'm thinking of just porting all of my 7-star basics for that to happen to try and get some of the ones I'm missing. What do you mean, did they fix Smiler for what? Breach? What's breach? Is that a new thing? Is that a thing? Not heard of that one. Not in the context of this game anyway. Rhino has it now. Gotcha. I need to double check. I can deal with those tomorrow. These I'll get rid of them. ISO. Get rid of it. I need to double check my 4-star to see if I can use those. But I think I can. Yeah, I've got some that need going up. So I'm gonna do samurai. Do I have ascended? I've got 15, I believe. Or 15, 16? Maybe 16. Dex, Servants SP2. Huh. Not sure. You might be bugged a little bit, I don't know. Really? Maybe you're using him wrong. 'Cause, like, I've heard like he's like kind of nutty. Do I have extra tier 1 anywhere? I don't know. Wow. Mr. Knight looks funny. Oh, that's funny. That's pretty great. Mr. Samurai. uh, That's exactly what it is, Mr. Samurai. That's funny. So we got Cassandra. Yeah. That's ridiculous. Not a catalyst, though. I need to spend a bunch of glory anyway, because we just have too much. Oh. But yeah, so Ascended is 16, yeah. He's even after like leaving the page, like he's still there. So stupid. I don't know. Probably. I don't know. Maybe he's Serpent. We're still getting him up. Oh, I didn't even notice. Yeah, I didn't even notice that he like went tiny there. Tiny Samurai. That's funny, dude. Standing there, menacingly. I can. Yeah, I can work with that. It's funny though. We have just enough for this rank up. That's fantastic. 4, 5. Bro, I really hate when it does that. It's Simultron. Do I look like a guy who's got $500? I mean, I do have $500. I don't got $500, I would just blow like that. Yeah, that's fine. Rip $500. Yeah, exactly. The reason I'm free to play. Alright, so no more 4 stars. So we have no rank 1 or 2 4 stars. They're all ranked 3, 4, and 5. Right, almost 300 4 stars, let's say. Still some champions that need leveling up, but bunch of 2 stars. Those are all ranked up 2 stars. They just need levels now. So I'm missing a couple 3 stars maxed out, but I'm out of the catalyst anyway. So I'll get that worked out. It's not a big deal. Super 8. Kind of nutty. Alright, I need to... Okay, Cosmic, Tech, Mystic, or Science? Let's run a Tech. I don't like Tech as much. Let's see. I know how FAM works. I haven't tried Jack. Is Jack decent? Red Skull, maybe? I don't know. Bam is like okay, like he doesn't do nearly as well as like I think part of the problem is like because Vanguard doesn't have well, I don't have a 7-star Iron Man, so Vanguard doesn't have like the best option. The way he gets like his damage and stuff, just like if his burst like also multiplied out, he'd be like much better. Cause like here, armor break. Because like this one's like good for him, but it's like it's whatever. I don't know. If FAM for whatever reason was like a different tactic instead of the one he is, like it would have been better. Because the critical armor one doesn't affect him quite like it does Iron Man. Iron Man has the extra multiplier of the armor breaks, so his damage just goes insane. With null? Dang. Man. Like Fam, like his special hits, like with all the ramp and stuff, will hit like 400,000 on some of the hits, but like I don't know. His basics don't hit that hard. And I feel like he doesn't crit as much as like often as Iron Man does. Man, I got like a tickle in my throat now. Offensively, no. I totally forgot. This happened last time, and I totally forgot. Fam's damage is capped by the safeguard. Like, his burst damage is capped for some stupid reason. Which no other bursty damage gets capped like that. But his does, for some reason. Defensively, like, he's fine. But offensively, like, he's worthless. Sadly. You can see it spinning right there. It's like laundry. Oh man. Between recoils and Fam being a rank 4, I would think this fight would go much better than it does. It's not as impressive as like a rank 1 Iron Man does this better with the snow. Like substantially. Did he throw a single special other than that, like, one? Honestly, it wasn't bad. Still only a minute and a half. It was actually better than I was thinking it was gonna go. But all because we didn't bid any specials. Just about. It's almost in the right spot. Just like move the camera over a little bit. It's like right about there. funny, huh? Alright. I need to get the basic arena started, and then we can do some BGs. But I'd rather not do the entire thing tomorrow. If we can get to like 1.5 million points, I think we'll be fine. No, not 5 stars. That is clearly 7 stars selected, is it not? What the heck? Do these look like they have 7 stars? Oh my gosh. Because I'm in the wrong arena, that's why. This is the arena I want. Yeah. Jeez. I mean, it's about 6 months, or give or take, between each chapter, or between each, chapter. So another like 5 months and a bit before we get 9.4, give or take. Oh, shoot. I messed that up. Hold on a second. There we go. That's more visible. That does sound pretty insane. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I don't care if you auto block me because I evade. Man. About to go off too. I did forget to do the stupid solo raid last night, so I did actually lose an objective, but oh well. He's a solid mutant. He's not bad. What? I've been pretty picky with my rank ups. Damn, tickle is just. There's some like feel like it's caught in my throat. Frog in my throat. Yeah. Usually I usually like to open them up if I can like save up to 5 million, because that's 100 Thronebreaker arena crystals worth of battle chips. You can get 500 or 5 million of them rather. Otherwise, a million's not a bad, because a million is 100 of the uncollected ones. And when those were the biggest, that's generally when I would do them. I would open up 100 at a time. So I'd add a million. But when Thronebreakers came out, I basically went to trying to collect 5 million. And you get, just doing the milestones the way I do, you get roughly a million battle chips a month. A little over-ish. Might come out to more to like 1.2 million battle chips a month. On average, you'd want to see about, like, it probably honestly averages out closer to, it depends on which crystals you're opening. I open the Thronebreaker ones if I can, ideally. There's a chance you can get uber shafted because there's fewer crystals. But if you get lucky, you'll wind up with far more units that you can get by averaging it out with like the smallest crystal. Because if you open up the smallest ones, you're guaranteed to get like a more average amount because you're just opening up a far number more, and they're in smaller amounts, so it averages out more evenly. And it's probably 1,800 to 2,000 units per million. Ideally, I like to get, if I can get at least 2,000 units per million, I'm happy. Anything over that is like ecstatic. If you're under that, maybe not bad. As long as you're not like below like 1,500 a million, I'd say you had like a decent opening. Yes, I've been buying the units in the Radiant store as well. Which comes out to what, 7,500 a year if it resets 35 days. Oh, look at that, Mangog got doubled up, so there's like two Mangogs. God, this game is like so jacked. But yeah, that's the only way I get units is, you know, through the game, so because I don't buy stuff. Mangog Gogman! Ugh. I go a little bit beyond that. For the 4 stars, it's basically like as soon as you get the milestones, you're done. With the other ones, I go a little bit higher, so I get the top 6 to 10% placement, and I get the new champs as 5 stars, so the 1 to 5% when there's the new champion in the featured. But that's not too hard to hit. And if there's a basic champion that comes to the basic pool that I don't own, that I happen to like miss out on previously, then I would do that. But I'm missing so few. I basically have every 5 star and 6 star. I'm missing a very small number, so they don't come to the arena very often. Crap. That's no bueno. So I'd wind up with a little bit more battle chips from what I go above, but not like terribly much. So it's roughly like 14 and a little over 14.2 million ish is what like I shoot for in the featured, and then like 5.5 million in the basic. And then you'll get those 6 to 10% marks. I do that basically for the shards. Although at this point, the 5 star shards you get from that inconsequential. The 6 star shards pretty much inconsequential too, because it's so few that you'd be fine if you just did the milestones and stopped. Like if you're more short on time, because the important thing is the units specifically, which as long as you're hitting the milestones, like that's the important thing. If you stopped after that, you'd be totally fine. And it's also doing the unit milestones in the Catalyst Clash arenas, so the Alpha, the Basic, and the Catalyst Clash, which are on a 3-day cycle, so you get all 3 every 9 days. Since Heart of Fire. So since the Heart of Fire event, I went to 0 at the Heart of Fire event. Like the second half of the Heart of Fire event too, because I didn't have enough when it launched. So it's been about 5 months. But we get units in various parts of the game, outside of just the arena, that add up. Like the Radiants, there's quite a bit of units in the gold track. Yeah, I skipped July 4th. I didn't have the units at the time. I had maybe 18,000. I don't remember exactly. You'd have to go back through my live streams. But I skipped on it because I couldn't max it out. It just doesn't have enough value if you can't like go all the way. And it wasn't worth like just buying like the first couple offers, because like unless you can go deep enough, like they don't have enough value in the low end to justify the amount of units. Like they're fine value along the way if you're getting everything, but it like just as is, like it's not worth it on their own. I normally don't skip July 4th. This is like very unusual that skipping it. Last year I skipped Cyber and opted for Banquet because I didn't have units for both. This time I'm skipping July 4th and I'll have enough for Cyber and Banquet, so I'll be able to do them both because Cyber will only take, you know, roughly the, you know, 39-ish thousand mark. It kind of depends on what the store offers are. It's always like actually more expensive than July 4th is. There's more stuff that you can buy that would add up to more. But the way it's structured, you can wind up buying as much or as little as you want, and it's usually pretty good value. So it's not bad. But so I'll drop, and that's still not a month and a half away, so we'll still get more units along the way. And then a month after that, we'll have Banquet. So like I've got plenty of room between what I have and what I can get along before the events. Like I'll have plenty for both, with some leftover going into the next year, which is great because I usually kind of go pretty dry. And that's even without having to open up any battle chips. So we should be good without having to open up any. We've got roughly like 2,000 units worth of battle chips right now. We're over 1 million, so. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Ouch. What's up, Shimad? But that's the tentative plan. Probably be mostly chill on Thanksgiving though. I get Thanksgiving weekend off, so I'll probably not do too much with the game outside of just like enough arena to basically just do the milestones. I probably won't like do like any battlegrounds or anything like that, or stream for that matter, because I'll I'm probably gonna try and go up to my dad's for Thanksgiving this year. That's the trend. I mean, last year we had Omega Days, and this year we had Heart of Fire. I mean, I can't imagine them. I mean, people spend and people do it. I can't imagine them not doing it. And it's a fun event. Like, if you have the units for it, it's very fun. Because, like, I don't normally get to open up that many crystals. And so, like, I'm getting guaranteed stuff along the way, and the crystals are fun to open and see what you get. So, it's... Because the crystals by themselves, without getting the stuff, like, in the milestones, it wouldn't feel, like, worth spending that kind of units just, like, trying to get lucky from the crystals. But there's so much guaranteed value in the champs and the smaller pool size and, the rank up stuff and the SIGs and everything. And then the guaranteed champ at the end, which was different. See if OBS will reconnect so I can finish my thought for you guys. Where did it cut off at? That's fair. Yeah, Abyss is like so old. I haven't run it outside of... It's been a long time since I've run it. I think I ran 2 undone incomplete paths for Karina's challenges, and then I think I had like 1 or 2 more after that I had to just run to finish it 100%. Honestly, like, the health pools seemed to like insane back in the day, and like so much harder. Like with what we have now, like honestly, an Abyss Path would like hardly be even a challenge anymore, just because like we have such OP champions. They hit harder, they have more charges because the higher ratings. Like it really wouldn't be that hard to solo so many more fights than what was possible before. That would be an insane lineup, dude. I wouldn't honestly mind if they made another like exclusive like milestone champion like Dark Phoenix. So long as they had it planned and announced like ahead of time, because like that was a bit of a blindside, the expectation, because like the way they were announcing them, like all these champions would be in the crystal, and then they announced the Dark Phoenix thing, and it's like she's not in the crystal, she's has the milestone. It was a bit of a blindside, but if you're expecting it and you plan for it, like it's not a bad setup. And I really did like that. Oh my gosh, we just butchered that. Even if I didn't wind up getting the units for the 7-star, like the 6-star in the other milestones, you could get for substantially lower amount of units. Like literally less than, I think it was like a little over 10,000. You got the 6-star out of the milestones in the other event. So I was when they first announced like it was gonna be the milestone thing and she wasn't gonna be in the crystal, I was like, great, but like because the 6-star exists in the other event, like it ended up not feeling quite as bad. But thankfully, I was able to scrounge up just enough units to pull off finishing off the event. And totally worth it. You definitely kill a lot of time, that's for sure. Because even with, like, good OP champions, like, the run is going to take a good bit of time. Because there's a lot of fights and they are, still annoying. Plus, she's like a prestige monster, and because of prestige 30, she's going to be in that top 30 for a good long while. Yeah, basically, champs are more exclusive. Well, get yourself out of the victory track, man. You don't have to worry about it. I don't think I actually even ended up fighting one. I had mine in my deck, but I don't think I actually fought anybody else's the entire time. I don't think. I'd have to double check. Or, not really. I couldn't really do that. Yeah. Thing is rough, because like you have to deal with the rock stacks, and he still goes unstoppable regardless. Last 12 matches? Dang, I've had some streaks like that, where it's like back and forth. I think my longest was maybe only like 5 back and forths, though. It was like 10 matches where it was like win-loss alternating. I think that was the extent of it. Ooh, baby. Push BG outside of stream? Not lately, no. I've basically only been playing while on stream. For the most part. Yeah, I didn't get torched because I didn't do July 4th, which is a bit of a bummer because at first I wasn't like overly fussed about it, but like a big torch is actually like kind of a monster. Yeah, the game is just like super laggy. But sciences are really strong. R4 Torch does do like a lot of matchups. Like he got so like overdone and like unusable as a 6-star just because of challenger rating and health pools and stuff and just taking too much block damage, but as a 7-star, like he totally gets rid of all those problems.